Hi, hello, and welcome back, everyone, to another very exciting episode of the Nincompoops podcast. I am your host, Paul, along with my co-host, Jim and Dean. How are you guys today?
Doing all right, man. A lot of energy today, huh?
Yes, I'm putting on a front because I'm actually not very excited or very lively right now. I'm actually kind of tired, to be honest. It's all a facade, a fake, if you will.
You sure fooled me, man.
Yep. No. Yeah. No. I've been out all day. I think since like 10 in the morning, and I just didn't even get to eat breakfast when my dad called me to help him out with moving some more furniture in his yard, and didn't get home until roughly about like 30 minutes before we started today. So came home, tried to take a nap, couldn't go to sleep, and now I'm like exhausted. And I'm just like, I don't want to talk. I want to do a podcast right now. But here I am doing a podcast for you, ungrateful bastards.
Well, I just had an update. Mr. Kenny says he'll be home in 15. So, chat, if you're cool with it, and I'm sure you are, because I know how crazy y'all about Kenny a bit. He's coming. All right, don't you worry. Just stay tuned. He's coming.
Is he coming though? Because if I were him, I'd be like, oh, podcast started. Ah, shucks.
Oh, podcast started?
Damn it. Damn it. Can't make it.
Damn it.
And I was just like, well, I guess I ain't going on this week.
I guess not.
Jim, have you like taken a break from the podcast before? Like
No.
any days off?
No.
Besides what we all took together, no, not really.
Have I? I don't think I have. I think I've been pretty consistent. As well.
You've been on every episode. Besides the one that we all skipped together.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay,
only two that's been here is Jim and I.
Yeah. And then there'll be one.
One day I'll be like, I'm gonna lie today though. When my alarm woke me up about 5 minutes at like 6:25, I definitely contemplated going like, yeah, guys, I can't make it today. I have like I'm sick.
We would have known though. We have cameras set up in your bedroom.
Well,
I mean, we would know because we just know because we were friends.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We would know when you lie.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But does that mean you guys been seeing the show?
Yep.
Every evening? Oh no. Oh no.
Like how many times, bro? Like in one day, man. Seriously? Come on. Gotta slow it down, all right?
What do you mean? It's like a good average one or two, okay?
Really?
At least I ain't like some people who do it like 20.
That is true. That is quite the excessive amount. Yeah.
All right. If anything, I'm normal in comparison.
That is correct. Remember that time you were in the shower or in the mirror looking at your face? Yeah. It's not just a mirror, buddy.
What are you talking about? In the shower, in the mirror.
I meant to say mirror, but
I think you said Marriott or something.
The Marriott Hotel, of course.
Remember? You were staring something at your face, facing the mirror.
I have no clue. Wait, what are you talking about?
That one time.
What? Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Dean. That narrows it down quite a bit. Thank you.
That just means you just look at yourself a lot.
I am pretty beautiful. So how have you guys been? How have you guys been doing? What have you guys been up to?
I'm tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Why are you tired, Dean? Dino?
This is finals weekend. There's so much like moving gears and stuff. Like I have a fucking report, a project report due tonight.
Oh.
Presentation tomorrow. and then one more final on Friday.
Oof.
It's a rough week.
Yeah.
Rough week indeed. This is
Yeah.
Are you nearing your semester or quarter?
Yeah.
Nice.
But you know what? There was a good thing this week. I aced my my other finals, my computer science finals. Oh. I guess we have a random guest.
Hello.
Hello. I'm back, guys. I'm. Has it been a month already?
Hey, it's a surprise guest back to the podcast. Hello, welcome our good friend Ron Dino. Welcome back. Round of applause. Welcome back.
His name is the guest.
Holy shit! You added his name on it really quick. What the fuck?
Hey guys, it's me, Jeffrey.
That's how good I am with this job.
Damn. So Ron came back before Jeffrey did. I think I would have lost that bet.
I know, right?
Good thing we ain't betting, man.
Yeah.
We bet our souls. No, please.
What's the topic?
To the shuttle room, Dean Jim boys.
There is no topic. We're just going off.
Yeah, what's up?
All right.
How's your day, sir?
Me? Oh, dog. My day was funny. We did Can Jam today. If you haven't seen my Instagram thing, but Can Jam's just a stupid frisbee in the trash can shit. And then the funniest part was they had a roadblock, and I drove separately from my friends, and my buddy behind or in front of me was a Hispanic. Yo, this motherfucker, and then he had 4 other Hispanics in the car and one white dude, and then they got pulled over, and then they got their car sniffed, and I was like, yo, if anything, that's a little racism right there. He let me through. He let the white guy behind me through. He let the other 2 white guys behind me, and then they pulled over the other black guy and the other Hispanic guy. Oh.
Yikes.
Oof. Surprised they let you through though. You're like on a little darker skin tone on the spectrum. Yeah.
I am, but they look at the eyes. They're like, "Oh, okay, he's just Asian." Yeah, I feel bad for him already.
I think they felt.
I don't know, man. Asians are coming up on the list though.
Yeah,
that's very true, especially these past couple weeks / year.
Yeah.
Facts. I guess like for an Asian person who's been who lived in the U.S. for like, let's say for example, like 50 years, never been outside the U.S. I guess he brought COVID over.
Oof. Somehow. One man never travels, does it?
Yep.
You know, America's gone to shit, boys.
Oof.
And Mijo, time to move to Canada.
We're ahead of you. Now I'm trying to memorize their national anthem.
I'm trying to learn how to speak Canadian, so
of course.
It's a work in process.
I bet.
Isn't it just like Bumble Gay? Oui.
No, that's Montreal.
That's Quebec.
Oh, sorry, not Quebec. Yeah, Quebec.
Sorry, that's Italian.
Yeah. Remember to learn Quebecese, Quebecois, as they like to say.
So, how do you guys like Ron's girlfriend?
We don't even know.
Huh?
Yeah,
Nani?
I mean.
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there, but you know, like,
I'm in Paul too.
First impression.
I mean, she didn't really say anything to us. She mostly spoke to
Kenny and Ron.
Kenny and Ron, since they work together, but especially Ron. Yeah. While we were heading to Mr. Jeffrey, R.I.P. Jeffrey, trying to bring him back, to Jeffrey's car, it's like instead of like her going inside as well, because Kenny was going to drop her off to her car. She was like, nah, and I just kept walking and talking and together and shit. And apparently they would like stay up at night talking to each other too. So,
yeah, that's what I've
hella
heard.
Cute.
Oh, Ron?
Yeah,
you know what?
Ron, bro.
But that was with that one other girl's name. I forgot her name. But that one other girl he was talking about, or he's talking to, and like they kept talking, you know, blah blah. And Ron was like, "No, I'm just gonna keep playing video games."
What is happening to the podcast? What happened? What the fuck is happening?
What?
Remember Mijo? There was another girl that Ron was talking to.
Well, yeah, that was a while back though.
Yeah, that was a while, but essentially he put his games over the girl. I was like, damn.
Yeah, Ron, I think this one's different because I think she also plays games.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he really in love, huh?
I guess so. When he called, he didn't say I love her. He didn't
Oh.
yell that out. That's how usually I know.
I mean, they say it to each other. They say that they're best friends, though. But
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
yeah.
What are you doing, best friend? Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of Little Ron, did we? When did he leave last week?
You left Monday well,
Tuesday.
technically
It was a
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It was.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we already did mention on the podcast that he went for
I think we mentioned it last week. Yeah.
Air Force basic training. All right, gotcha.
but still, you little bitch though.
You little bitch.
Yeah.
Explain.
He wants to switch from active duty to reservist.
Well,
Oh, it's because it was his girlfriend. That's why.
Yeah.
There's
That's
something
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
line. Damn.
Yo, he's like, what? Now I'm actually getting like pussy. I'm gone. What?
No, please, no.
Yeah. And then maybe during the week, Miho, they did the brief of like, hey, if you got girlfriends, Jody's got her now.
oh no.
And then he was like, no, Yamete.
I haven't been called yet, so I don't know.
Well, he only calls what every Sunday.
No. The Jody part. I'm part of the club. They haven't
Oh.
called me yet.
Oh,
Are you Jody? Is that you?
No, I'm a Jody boy.
oh
I
no. Dean doesn't go for Dean's Jody, but Dean doesn't go for the young Jody.
Oh, right. He's a milkman.
Yeah,
He's a
there you go.
milkman.
Yeah.
Ah, of course.
I deliver milk.
I got you. I can respect that.
I knock on people's house on base. Excuse me, ma'am. Is your husband on deployment? Yes. I have brought the milk.
Now let me sample yours.
Some person knows me like, it was you.
Knew it.
Yeah, that's wild. I think when I'm still doing the process right now. It's been a pain in the ass. I think I put myself down as active duty, or that's what I plan to do.
You should.
I should.
Honestly.
I don't see any reason why I would do reserves, personally.
You know
unless
why?
you're doing-
Because there's nothing on the line like Lil Ron.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that personal letter of recommendation from our commander back in high school. It's been like a month. It's been like a month since I last.
I told you said fuck you.
Honestly, just get it from people. I mean,
I know.
can give you-
I got
can
it.
give you
I
one.
got out of 4 out of 5 people so far, and of course it's the Navy guy who's
Who's
Take-
your
take-
Oso?
Oso.
Is it still Captain Whitaker?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I was unsure whether or not to say the name on the podcast, but
That's fine. No
Fuck
one's
that
gonna know.
guy.
should be fine. He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, to you, because you a civilian. You don't talk back.
Ah. Makes sense.
I talk back. It was like, well, I'm sorry, we're not. I can't do that. I'm like, no, that's what you're doing. I'm like, no. You don't understand. You don't understand. And I was like, no, sir, you don't understand.
No, this has been like a question that's been running through my mind. Like, what are you exactly, Ron? Are you in or are you not in? It's been like
Just
So-
tip.
So I am an individual mobilization augmentee, which means I am in the gray line of.
I'm not gonna lie,
SMC.
that sounds like you're a robot.
that sounds like a lot of words.
Guys,
That
the
means nothing.
simple explanation to this is he's just the tip.
Yeah. Essentially, I'm in the gray line of SMCR and IRR. Right at any point given time, I can just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna drop to the IRR," and okay, I'm back to first civ div.
That was a lot. That was a lot of
You're
letters.
like you have your feet in the water, but you're not like all the way in.
Yeah.
You can jump in at any time, but you can also like just dip out.
Man.
Yes. And because of like what I do, I know like some shit that will benefit me and make the core work for me in a sense. Yeah. But I can't say it in the podcast because, somebody might be listening. I was like, I knew it. I'm telling your boss right now. Like, no, please, sir, don't. I'm just trying to milk the Marine Corps. I'm just getting what's mine.
Of course.
It's called revenge.
It's called loopholes.
Everything is a fucking loophole, man. But hey, it makes it work for you. That's all that matters, really.
Yeah, like they kicked me out of my room, so I had to like live with my buddy. But it benefits. It's very beneficial for me. I was honestly just waiting for the CEO to be like, all right, here's my letter. You're all forced to move now. And I was like, all right, great, thanks, sir. That puts an extra $2,000 in my pocket.
Nice.
Yeah, so. But it'll put like hopefully it'll put like another $9,000 in my pocket at the end of the year. Yeah.
So where are you currently right now? Are you on the road?
Yeah, I'm on the road.
That explains it.
I stuffed my room inside my Subaru. And I still have a few more stuff left. I'm not coming back. I'm going there tomorrow. I'm just like grabbing the essentials.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
But which is great because now I live like 15 or 5 minutes from Irvine, 15 minutes to where Coco's is. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. No.
Ooh.
Exciting shit.
All right. So back to the regular podcast, if that's cool with you guys.
Okay.
Was there any topics that we were planning to go over?
Negative.
Before we had the surprise guest.
No.
How about you? Nothing to say. Oof.
How do you guys talk about like cancel culture or like the Asian hate crime or the hate right now?
Like,
oh yeah, did you guys see that grandma who got jumped by a white guy?
And he got beat the fuck up. I
think it was in San Francisco. I think the news said it might be somewhere else.
I'm 100% sure it's in San Francisco. And it was like another older gentleman that also got jumped by that one white guy.
Wait, the grandma that did the Uno card on that one dude?
Yeah, the Uno reverse card on that white guy, and she sent him to the hospital.
I think that was Oakland.
Oakland?
Oakland? Oh, okay.
Really? That sounds about Oakland.
I could have sworn it was San Francisco.
I mean, I think SF was the girl who coughed on the Uber driver. That might have been might have got that mixed up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so it was in Oakland, and then I remember seeing that, and I was like, holy shit! That that must have been traumatizing because she was like crying afterwards, like really hard. I think she was like 75, so I felt really bad for her. But also I was like, damn, get his ass, bitch, and she got his ass. And
you can't technically say that because unless you saw videos of it actually happening, it's just like the only thing I saw was like the aftermath, no? Like when the guy's on the stretcher and he's being pulled away.
You think a 75-year-old grandma's walking up to the guy like, "Hey, what's up, gringo? You wanna fight?"
No. I mean,
he shoves up and then
No. It's like what I'm comparing it to is like it's like a sports game where like you're rooting for a team, but you didn't watch the match. You only heard about it after it ended, and you're like rooting for a specific team after the game had already ended. Is what I'm saying. It makes just as much sense as that to me.
No, that's not really the same thing because this isn't a sports thing where both sides are both equally not at fault for who wins.
No, that's just like analogy. Of course, the guy's obviously at fault, but it's just like you hear like the guy already got his like ass whooped, rightfully so, by the old lady, and you're like hear about it after the fact, like, man, I really hope that old lady beats his ass. After
yeah. Regardless of whether she kicked his ass or not, I would hope that she kicks his ass.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you already heard the news about how what the outcome was.
But well, even if I heard the news that she got jumped, yeah, I feel bad. But then I was, regardless whether or not she wins or lose, I would still want her to win. And if she won, then great, cool. Fuck that guy. Like I don't understand your point. It seems really fucking.
No, my point is like you already heard about the outcome, and then you say you already know what happened.
That was my reaction to the outcome. Paul, you're arguing over nothing right now, bro. Just move on.
Just likes to argue, though.
I know.
Yeah, Paul, your points right now. Your points are bad right now, Paul. Just move on. All right, move on.
Bad.
Just move on.
Bro,
I don't understand.
It is incredibly pointless right now. What is the point of saying that? Nothing. It adds nothing to the conversation except for you wanting to argue just for the sake of arguing, dude. Just move on. Move on, dude.
I will admit I don't know how this conversation started or how this argument started, but all I'm saying is that you already knew what the outcome was. It's kind of pointless saying like, "Oh man, I hope this outcome happens," when you already know what the outcome is.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying like, hey, when I first saw the story, I felt bad for her, but then at the same time, I was like, whew, you know what? She sent his ass to the hospital, and that's good. So I don't understand why you're even trying to argue right now.
If that was your point, then like, okay, I 100% agree.
That's what I've said from the beginning. You just weren't listening.
All right. I guess I just misunderstood then. My bad. Good sir.
It seems like I'm back in class, arguing with a bunch of clueless motherfuckers. You're just like, what are you talking about? That's how I said.
Why?
I ain't gonna. Well, look, all right. Well, what? Since good thing this is recording, we'll go back and listen to this later.
Or even if I did misspeak, it's just me speaking. There's no need for you to go off on a random fucking got you. I got you with my.
I did not go off on
logic.
This is just how I talk.
Fine.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should reflect on that. Okay.
You know what? Look, all right. It's on tape. We'll check it out later. We'll get back to you audience later next week if we remember about what happened.
Someone feed me grapes while I watch two people battle.
I ain't gonna lie though. I do like a good argument or a good debate.
But that was not a good debate.
That was not a good. Yeah, that was pretty pointless.
Look, even if it's a bad debate, I still enjoy it. I still get a lot of fun out of it.
No, I do not enjoy the headache for that. Listening to that one.
I mean, I think it just depends on the individual. Some people enjoy arguing, some people don't.
Look, I like your positivity and your outlook for this, Paul, but no, that was terrible.
All right. Look, all right. It may have been bad, but I still enjoyed it. I still liked it. You can't say no. You didn't have fun with it. You can't just say that.
I did not.
That's not how this works.
I was more like, please, stop. I don't want any more of this.
To the death.
How about the rest of you guys? Do you guys normally have fun arguing? No. You guys enjoy that?
I don't like arguing.
I don't have fun arguing.
I don't mind it. If it's something where I know they're wrong, or if it's I know that that they need to be put in their place, then I'll do it. Because at some point you can't just be hey man, it's your opinion. Because at some point if they say something so egregiously wrong, then I have to correct it. If they're saying hey, black people aren't people, then I would have to
Of course.
If I say nothing, then I'm just a cuck who just fucking takes whatever. But arguing for the sake of arguing is just pointless and stupid to me.
And which Paul's point is, he wants to argue for the sake of arguing.
I mean, this is what I've learned in when I was taking classes. I forget which professor mentioned this, but I think depending on the culture or just the individual, some people are more prone to just arguing just because they enjoy it. And
why can't we all just be Klein, get to the point?
No.
I mean,
technically,
some people have different points.
Klein be don't know what the point is.
Yeah, bro, if you sound retarded, I'll be like, yo, you sound retarded right now.
Speaking of arguing, we're going to have a guest next week for a debate. So,
all right.
Oh, is that happening?
Yeah, it's happening next week.
Who's he bringing?
I don't think he's going to bring anyone. It'll probably just be me versus him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Who is this?
Our good old friend Jerome.
Oh.
Yep, he's been on the show 3 times now, so this is going to be his 4th appearance on it.
He's a good
He
like.
might pass you one day, Ron. He might pass you, bro. Like you gotta step up.
Facts.
I mean, is Roddy even like a staple on the podcast, or is he just more like a guest at this point?
He's a guest.
Damn.
He's like a surprise guest.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the.
He pops in when he wants to.
Yeah.
He pops in when he wants to. I'm not looking at the stream right now. I don't know how the layout is, but I think when he first joined, it literally said guest on there. I think it's accurate.
I don't think so.
No, it used to say Ron, but then I was like, well, he's not here all the time. So
no, I meant today. I meant today when he popped in.
I never, aka our boy MC, Maggle, MC Maggle, says he likes surprises or having Ron on randomly is cool. Cat jam.
Cat jam.
I think that's supposed to be an emote or something.
I'm a boomer when it comes to the emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like surprises, even at night. Oh, surprise! Shh. It's okay.
It is an emote. I wish I had it. Okay, I was like, yeah, okay. But what are we talking about? Arguing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys were arguing about how Paul was always arguing with everybody. Some shit like that. I don't know.
Some people
like if he hears something, that he thinks is wrong, like a little alarm goes on his head, and the only way to stop the alarm is by saying something like, "No, actually," as he pushes up his glasses.
I was imagining the exact same thing. Middle finger.
That's wrong.
My glasses like gleam in the sunlight. Just,
even if he's not wearing glasses, he'll go out of his way to put glasses on and then push it up.
I do have sunglasses, so it may or may not be the same thing.
Oh, that's too funny.
Indeed. I don't know why. It just, for some reason, I just have enjoyment out of it. Of course, if it's like incredibly one-sided, let's say, like if you're arguing with your parent and your parents are like, no.
That's because of the power imbalance there. So it's
yes, exactly. Yeah. It's the power imbalance that makes it unenjoyable. But if there is no power imbalance, then I don't know. I enjoy a good fight or debate with words. Waxing poetics against one another, if you will.
Waxing on and waxing off.
Wax on, wax off, of course. Exactly. I don't know why. I just enjoy it. So whenever it happens, whenever there's like a chance for me to jump in, I usually do.
Yeah, you can't sit still like dick hard. You're like, oh, ready to go, baby.
I'm already walking. I'm just like, I just got this giant thing. Like, I need to let loose. I can't walk. I can't handle like this. So,
what's up?
I don't know.
You said so, and then you're like,
I did say so, but then all of a sudden it just became very quiet, and then
that's because we were waiting for you to say something.
You said
no. I know exactly why it became quiet, but then a thought just came to my head, like, man, it's like really quiet. I wonder how long I can silence. Like, if we were to like all of a sudden just like stop talking right now, how long would that be acceptable for the podcast?
Can you imagine a fucking viewer just fucking like just logged in and like, why is there no sound?
Just like, so crickets.
In actuality, we're all just staying really quiet.
Yeah.
You know what's quiet? That concludes the podcast.
There you have it, folks. Podcast is over.
Shortest podcast right there. Well, it was like, a good like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Ain't too bad.
Actually, we would have made it if we kept silent a little longer. Could have made it 30.
But anyway, Ron,
Yes.
would you rather smash Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal?
I hate this.
Was that?
I hate you so much. The freaking spaces in between.
For the sake of the integrity of myself, like the actual integrity of my butthole. Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Have you seen how big Shaq is?
Yo, I think this is the exact same argument I made.
Look, Shaq might be like nice and shit, you know, like cuddly and cuddly and stuff, but man, that's long schlong, probably like fucking like 4 inches girth and like
Say that's exactly the argument I made. And all these guys called me weird.
yeah, but
No, we
you
called
probably
you
made
weird
it.
because you were like, oh, damn, I keep forgetting what
Yeah, it was a while ago. It
It
was
was
like
a while ago, but I did remember my reasoning. And like
I
Shaq looked like a big guy. I'm kind of go with Michael Jordan because he doesn't seem like as big of a guy.
look, and guess what? I get Jordans for days, baby. What up?
what if Michael Jordan? I'm assuming Michael Jordan is older. What if he's older, so it's like harder for him to get it up? So you have to like spend more time getting it up. That could be like a downside of that, though.
I have no
No,
clue.
no. Can I? Now I can just
Right.
be like, hey, like, I can just be like, hey, babe, my jaw hurts. I'm tired. I'm trying to go to sleep. You know, he'll just be like, it's all right, baby. Like, it's my bad, my bad. Yeah, maybe next time. I'll be like, oh, thanks. You go to sleep.
wow.
Very, very passionate, dude.
Dude, fast.
Michael Jordan sounds like a very passionate lover. Good for him.
Yeah.
Very lucky to have you as his partner.
Yeah. I bet like when you guys like when you blow him off in the shower, he's like shampooing your hair, everything, making sure like he gets every inch.
Yo,
I
he
hate,
probably,
I hate
he
to
probably
say
wash,
that will be no
wash it.
more.
He can probably wash my whole back because you know I can't reach it.
Can't read your whole back?
No.
Not to be fair, it's hard for me to do the same.
I think I can get most of it, but there's like a small section where I can't reach.
If you got
Sorry. Speaking of backs, I got a 13-degree scoliosis.
Wow, you have
I know.
scoliosis?
I got scoliosis.
Yeah, I got a mild scoliosis.
How did this
What is
happen?
that?
I don't know. I was like doing a progress like photo, but it said I just took a video and all that stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, my back looks weird. So I did it like again, and I was like, yeah, my back looks fucking weird. So I called my made an appointment at the medical station, and I saw my doctor, and he was like, yeah, you got 13-degree scoliosis.
Hey, you know, you could get like anything like 13 degrees.
So 10 degrees and below is normal, and then so I'm just 3 degrees above normal, so I'm just a mild scoliosis.
See, you're already an old man. You're already
Yeah.
aging.
That's all right, but I got my list up though. You know, like I PR on deadlift, I PR'd on squats, and I PR on fucking bench. So I'm all Gucci. It's all
Shoot.
right.
Still an old man.
Yeah. So
Your
so
time is
old.
coming.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
the
At least
alpha
I
now.
look.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You know, speaking of which, I sometimes feel like I'm really old because like if you ask me what my age is, I need like a few seconds to think of what it is.
Really?
I don't just like immediately go 23. Like I have to like think about it a little bit because I still like I don't feel like I'm 23. I feel like I'm like 20 or 21, 22. But and it just doesn't come off as fast as it used to. Like when I was 21, if you asked me what age I was, I'd be like, yeah, 21. But now, yeah, it is getting a little harder to remember because I guess there's nothing left, no big milestone left really. Because
I'm just creeping up.
once
Yeah,
you're 21, you can drink, right? You can drink,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
kind of buy whatever, and it's kind of it from there. And I guess 30 is when you're like, oh shit, I'm 30. But then like until then, I'm starting to not, get that right away.
I mean, the mini milestones are more like after the big 2-1. It's like every 5 years. I feel like when you're like 25 or then 30 and then
Yeah,
35.
25, a quarter.
Like every
a
five
quarter there.
increments. It feels like a mini milestone, and I can kind of relate because I forget sometimes that I'm 26 years old, and that's like roughly about like since last month. I still feel like I'm 25.
Oh shit!
Hello.
What the fuck?
There he is.
Another double whammy, another surprise guest.
Hello.
Kenny.
Sorry.
Back, friend.
I got off work later than anticipated.
It's okay. I mean, Ron joined like I forgot how many minutes in, so he wasn't.
Not long.
Well,
So-
you know what? Since Ken is here, let me ask. So, how's Ron's girlfriend?
They're not really girlfriend. They're not really official, but I feel like they call each other besties.
Oh,
Oh,
But-
bestie sounds like a code word.
But it's always like a start, though. It's always a start.
Yeah, I told them that's how, like, I would tease around with them whenever we hang out. I'd be like, that's how you guys start, and they're like, nah. And then they try to play it off, but I'm not sure if did Jim or Dean tell Ron about what Chester said?
What did Chester say?
Chester said like late night he'd be like,
Oh yeah, they're talking all night.
yeah, talk all night, and then he'd be like laughing, falling asleep laughing, and then still be on the call.
oh, that's cute. That's adorable.
For reals. Speaking of adorable too, I bought a custom plate.
Really?
Custom plate. What for your
Yeah.
car?
Yeah,
What did it say?
Oh.
Shubu.
Well,
Subaru.
speaking of which, she might be tuning in pretty soon.
Oh shit! I guess we gotta can the talk. Huh?
We gotta turn off the. We gotta delete this podcast.
Oh no!
Oh,
Who's tuning in?
Your
Your brother's best friend.
yeah.
Oh,
we gotta delete the podcast, dog.
You're up to be sister-in-law.
Hi, welcome to episode 32 of the Nincompoops podcast. We just started. We didn't say anything earlier.
hi, Sarah.
Oh dang, we don't do names here, fam.
Only she gives permission. But yeah.
She's not in yet, but yeah.
Oh,
She's
okay,
gonna need my permission anyway to date Ron.
This is such a
How dare
clusterfuck.
she?
I know.
It's went off the rails.
He's breaking all the rules.
All the
Fuck
rules
the
are being
rules.
broken.
Hey, says the guy that broke the rule first.
What are you
What are you-
talking about? I go back to the first episode. I never broke any rules. All right.
No, I meant Paul.
Oh.
What
Yeah,
are you
fuck you,
talking
Paul.
about? What rule are you talking about?
Wait, all y'all broke the rule first time. You're like, oh yeah, this tree and that tree.
Oh, you
Yeah,
should check
yeah.
out our RTC episode. That shit broke all the rules. We did an episode about RTC, and then yeah.
Indeed, no. I'm not talking about like the names, the name drops that we obviously very well fail on. I just mean like this entire episode in general today has been one giant sideshow.
Just like watermelon.
Ooh, you know what? This is the perfect time for you to talk about that, Paul.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it is. Yes,
it's-
it is.
No, it's not. It's literally been like 40 minutes so
Paul,
far.
Paul,
to the
there's
podcast.
no avoiding it. We know. We know. You know it's a good story. All right.
It's a good story, and most of the listeners have already heard the story, so I'm not gonna indulge on it.
Bro, I just got a scam message.
Scam message.
Yeah, it tells you like congratulations, blah blah blah. You won an iPad, and then there's a website.
I usually
Here's
get
the
like
thing.
spam calls like once a day.
I get scam call like every day, and I just don't care anymore. I used to just like erase my voicemail, but it just happens way too often.
Indeed.
Mhm.
At this point I just like pick up if I hear like, oh, your car is in need of a tune-up or something like that, or it's like it's the person is speaking in Mandarin to me. I'm like, all right, hang up, block immediately.
You're not
But-
getting smarter with that, with the whole scam calling thing.
Probably. I could have sworn one of the calls that called me I had already blocked. And I went back to confirm, and I was like, yeah, I did block you. How are you still calling me? It's... I don't know. I don't know how it's happening, but
They're getting
it's just-
smarter and smarter.
they're just like overriding like blockage or whatever. That sounded dirty.
Have you heard the one where they they don't say anything, and then they go, "Hey, hello, can you hear me?" And then you say yes, and then they use that yes for you to confirm that they can access like all your shit or something.
No,
really,
I have not. I've not heard.
Like
Yeah.
voice fucking.
I got that like a week ago, and I was like, "Holy shit, that happened to me!" Fuck, dude. Good. I knew about it from the internet, thankfully, but like, yeah, it was wild. Yeah, I don't know. Just they're trying to be. They're getting more clever with how they get your shit.
That is wild. When you just like described it as like you pick up and then you hear nothing. I was low key expecting you to say like, and then they just start breathing very heavily, like it's a horror film. That's what I was expecting.
I see you.
See, that's why every time I pick up those phone calls now, I don't say hello, I don't say yes. I'm just like, hey, baby, what up?
I don't,
Hey,
would that even do anything?
You know, at least I don't get the scam call of if I say yes and shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
probably be like normal people and say nothing.
Like scam calls are the reason why I'd never ever call anyone back for like anything unless you're like a contact. Like if I see your name, like like Paul or Braun or Dean, then I'll answer. Which doesn't really happen because we don't really call each other except when we go on Discord. And so whenever I see any number that's not a contact, I just automatically just not answer because I'm just like this is another scam call.
See, I have to because of that's work.
Yeah, I've been kind of doing the same thing half and half. Half of the time it is a spam call, but the other half of the time it's not, and it's a legitimate person. It's like, hey, is this
is this Carol?
Is this Mr. Ook? I'm like, yeah, this is him. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess it's a good thing that I picked up because had they left a message and said that'd be something I'd like put in the back of my mind, like, oh, I have to call them back for this so and so reason. It's a pain in the butt. So at least I get it out of the way.
Well, I'm
And
very
also-
We're from
Do
OnlyFans.
you guys ever search up those numbers that call you and then?
I try, but you know how these websites are like, oh, you gotta sign up and like pay fucking money to show you who the fucking caller is. Like
The past few times I Google the number and then all of a sudden it's like after I Google the number shows up and then afterwards it's just a bunch of Chinese and then I'm like, oh, okay, good thing I didn't answer.
You know why I also beef with people
What?
who call me? I don't like when people call me. Why not
You
just
don't
send me a
like when
text?
people call you?
No, I don't. Like when you're calling someone, you're expecting them to drop whatever they're doing and fucking answer you right away. Like
Alright.
if you're like studying or if you're like eating and they call you, you have to like stop. I mean, you can still eat, but but like you'd be like chewing the whole time. I guess you could mute, but it's just like really uncomfortable. Whereas if you're just like not doing anything and then calling them, that's it's better. But I feel like whenever you want to send a message to anyone, just fucking text them, and then the phone lets you know when they've seen it, so that that they've seen it, so that you're like, okay, now you better fucking reply, right?
Not all the time because they can change.
I mean, not right away, but whenever they're free.
No.
To...
What I'm saying is that they don't have to show a read receipt.
That's true, but if it is there, then that helps a lot. So I don't like it when people like fucking. I mean, quick guys, who do you guys picture? Someone who like texts you and then fucking calls you right away.
A second later, when you just receive the message like, oh, this guy just messaged me like, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even get him to read the message yet.
Yeah, like if you're gonna text someone, like. If they don't reply back, then just assume they're busy. All right, like if they don't reply away, just assume they're doing something else and they can't bother to reach for their phone and look at it.
Yo, facts. I might be jerking off. Jeez,
Yeah, especially when you're jerking off.
At
Don't you
3
hate when you're
a.m.
Yep.
3 a.m. on your bed, got some milk porn on your phone. You're like, oh shit, I'm ready. I'm about to bust. And then this guy
And here
calls you like,
Jefferino and just like, hey, what are you doing?
damn, who that happened to again, Paul? Like,
It's someone in this group. Actually,
very
he's here.
It does suck. I speak from experience. It's terrible. I had never gone soft so fast in my entire life.
you heard Jeffrey's voice just got deflated.
Who called you at 3 a.m., 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning and asked like, "Hey, are you busy?" I'm
See,
like,
that's something you send a text for.
"Yeah."
I would have been like, yes, motherfucker, I'm busy. What do you want?
I'm definitely not on Discord right now or anything that shows that I'm online. So some people prefer calling, and
Like there are times where you need to call, right? Like if you're,
there
let's
are
say
times.
you're breaking up with your girlfriend and she's like, thousands of miles away, and you're like, well, I don't want to do it through text because I'll be that's fucked up. So that's something you do like on the phone.
Both the ways are kind of fucked up. So
Yeah,
Then send them a letter.
but one is better than the
no.
other though, right? It's one thing to be like, hey, I'm not really feeling it more. We think you should break up. Versus, LOL, let's break up, lol, and then put like a few emojis, like smiling emojis, laughing emojis, or something. Like obviously those two, the messages you can bang and those two are different.
I think
it feels more personal if you do it over the phone.
I think it depends how close you are. Like, if you're in the beginning stages of dating, then I think a text is fine, like breaking off. But if it's like a lot more personal, then it's probably like in person or like a phone call at least warrants it. It depends.
I don't know. Like if you can call the early parts where you're just dating but you're not in a relationship, right? I guess that's fine. But if you're like in a relationship, where you're like, okay, I'm committed to this person, right? Then you should probably do it over the phone. That's one way where you should do it over the phone. But then for like everything else, if you're just like trying to see what your friend is up to, that guy could be doing anything. He could be beating off. He could be doing whatever. Just send him a text. And if he replies back, then go off with that. But don't call him. Like, come on. There's a ringtone too.
For real, just send them a text. Hey man, you need some help.
Yeah, like you need a hand.
No.
You need some lubrication.
All right, I got a few breath mints, Paul. I can help you out.
Yo, man.
I still have like my mints from Japan.
Too.
Legit, I only just finished one of the packs a couple weeks ago. My first pack I finally finished a couple weeks ago. So I'm now on my second one. And I still have about like 8 more to go. These are going to last me a long time. I didn't think it would last me this long.
Well, you're not as addicted as I am. I chew.
Really not.
I eat them like 3 to 4.
I do like one a day.
Yeah, see.
And that's if I do it. Sometimes like there's like days where I just like don't do it and I forget about it until I look down like, oh right, I have mints. That was a good time for a mint. I might pop one in right now actually.
Yeah. Mints are pretty good.
They're a good mint.
So are you guys able to raw dog the air?
Huh?
What?
Are you guys able to raw dog the air now?
Not yet, sir.
Raw dog the air.
Oh, raw dog the air. Like unmask.
Oh, what? Well, you know what?
He's asking if we took the vaccine.
Oh, no. I wish, dude.
Yeah, I've not yet.
Yeah, apparently that mall near us has a venue.
Oh yeah, the line's super long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
my mom said that she wants us to go there, but like it starts at like 8 a.m. in the morning, so you have to get there early. But it's because it's the vaccine, everyone's gonna fucking be in line. So
By the
8?
way,
I heard it was at 9.
I heard it might have been 9, but I think she said we should get there at 8 because people are gonna get there early.
Or you get there at 5, slap on TFT, and then just sit there for a few hours.
Is it available to people already?
I think
I
it
don't know.
varies. I think it's not for everybody. But
even at 5, there's still like a line forming. One of my I think my coworker's cousin went, and then they left at like 5:30, and then when she got there, they said the line already stretched across halfway towards the. So it stretches down from the ice rink to the arcade towards the gym.
Yeah.
That's so when she got there, it was already like the line was already towards the gym, and then I was like, God damn, that early.
Yeah, a classmate of mine was there at 4 a.m. and she didn't get back till like noon.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Sucks. I just showed up, and then they were like, "All right, now you got it. Time to wait for 15 minutes just in case you pass out." And I was like, "Oh, cool! I can skate for 15 more minutes." Yeah.
Yo, speaking of messages, bro, this is the scariest one I've received.
What? You got a kid?
No.
Damn. Should have seen that coming. Yeah.
Bro, this girl, it was just one message. It was like, this girl was asking me where'd we meet? I was sweating buckets.
She's like, "Where we meet? You need to pay child support."
But no, I just said Tinder, and then she said yeah, and then we just laughed it off.
Oh, you not Tinder
What?
date me? Yo, what up?
No. This was like back then. This was like way back.
Yeah, Tinder date? What up?
No, this is way back, sir. This is way back. This is like 2016?
20 minutes ago.
No, 2016, fam. 2016. But yeah, that shit was scary, crazy. I wasn't expecting some messages like that. Everybody went quiet. What happened? I'm scared.
Listening, dog. So there's this thing I saw, where it was like a thing, like a measurement, or what the fuck? It was like a graph showing how many people who were below 30 were still virgins, and so apparently between 2008 and 2018, the amount of virgins, and obviously this is all self-reported, so there's no way to know for sure unless you like get a needle, like inject it into like their dick and like withdraw all the pussy juice from it. Unless you do that, there's no way to know for sure. But like, so in 2008, 88% of people who were under 30 but above 18 were virgins, and then now like in 2018 and from then on, it increased to like 27%. So a lot less people are fucking nowadays, and I think a lot of that might be due to not a lot of that, but a decent amount might be due to stuff like Tinder, where like you're not really meeting people, you're just kind of window shopping and going off of what you like.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has a lot of negative implications for young men nowadays. Especially when a lot of people are like fucking divorced, especially because of COVID, and because of that, if you're not having that relationship with other people, I think a lot of men are more depressed than they used to be.
I mean, was it just men, or was it also like females too?
When they compared males and females, the females relatively stay the same because let's be real, like if you're a girl, it's a lot easier to get laid than if you're a guy, and so they stay about the same. But then for the guys, they kind of the number kind of tripled from.
So you're telling me females definitely fuck?
They do, at least more than we do.
Of course, gotcha.
So Paul is asking, so I have to be a female so I can get laid.
I mean, if Paul just starts dressing up, and like dresses and skirts like a femboy, he's like a femboy. I think he can get some,
Maybe there's definitely a market out there somewhere. But I mean, it's also like a combination, just like how things are. Porn is a lot more readily available as well. So
I don't think porn plays that big a role, though. I think a lot of it has to do with people like they're feeling more isolated from other people. I think the internet plays like a big part in that, where you don't really have to get to go out.
That too.
But there was porn before, though.
There's porn before, but I mean, if we're talking about like mid 2000s or early 2000s, it's still like relatively just like paper magazines that people looked at. Like the internet, we tend to forget that the internet's still relatively new in the grand scheme of things, and I say it probably does play a big part in why people aren't as willing to go out and get into relationships or have sex and all that.
Hmm.
And it's also like, probably as well like how the economy too. It's like, people are working more and they don't have as much time to like go out and socialize as well.
Yeah,
it's a number of factors.
Yeah, I think the millennials, they were like the first generation to have less kids than the previous ones.
Yeah.
I think Gen Z is also going down that route.
Yeah.
But I do think a big part of it is the internet though, because like there's nothing about the internet that incentivizes you to go outside. Because
that is also very true. It's like some people would have sex because it's fun, but when you have like shows like you have like Netflix or YouTube or games, it's like, I mean, I could also like use this as an outlet and have fun too.
That's why I hate fucking stuff like Tinder, because like when people use Tinder, they think it's like the only way to meet girls, but it's not supposed to be like the replacement for dating. It's supposed to be like a supplement where you can like you do stuff outside, but you also like if you use Tinder, like okay, as a side thing, then sure, but people are just like oh, all I need is this app, and all I do is just like swipe and not really get to talk or meet to other people.
Well, it depends.
Like
it's more for like hooking up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more for hooking up. My bad, guys.
I believe like there's like certain apps. One's more of like meeting people and then going on dates, and then there's some apps where it's mainly just like quick hit it and quit it type of thing.
Yeah, I know Tinder's more of a hookup app, but like a lot of people who go into it though, I think it might be the biggest one, right? It's bigger than all the other ones.
It's the one
it was one of the biggest, but I believe I heard that it's like dying down.
Okay, well, regardless, like a lot of people do jump into it thinking that it's like just like a regular meet people, talk to people thing, and then they get disappointed when usually if you're a guy, you get disappointed and then you don't really get to meet other people because you go in thinking it's one thing, but it's really not that. And then then a lot of people go think like, oh shit, maybe there's something wrong with me, and that's why a lot of people go down that route of like, I hate women. Women don't like nice guys like me. I'm a nice guy, and yeah, you know that whole fucking rabbit hole that people go into.
Toxic thing, yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm not a big fan of that. Like if you use it as a side thing, sure, but don't make that app be the only thing you do to meet with other people. Is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a hard thing to fight because it's a combination of like misinformation about what or misunderstanding about what certain apps or dating sites do, and there's also the individual, and it's how they view the world, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge, giant conversation that we definitely do not have enough time to discuss. But yeah, it's messed up, and when it comes to like dating and how opposite genders like view each other.
Yeah, that's why we should eliminate all genders.
No one's allowed to have sex. We're all gonna be like super Puritans. That way, no one will be disappointed.
And you say that
no expectations, no disappointment.
You say that, but once Japan releases those sex AI robots, then no more human sex ever again. It's all done.
Hey, I for one welcome.
I don't know about you guys, but hey, good luck with that.
No. She too will be replaced by a robot. You just don't see it yet. She's gonna get a robot boyfriend, and then you get cucked by a robot, and you'll be like, damn. If boy else as Chad as muscular, and muscular as that robot over there.
Oh, going back to what you said, Jim, about how these dating apps are like people are trying to use that over, or they're transitioning more into the dating apps than meeting people, but then again, meeting people kind of harder now with the whole pandemic. But
like, even without that though, like I think it will still have a big effect on that.
It was on a little bit of a downward trajectory.
Yeah,
pandemic expedited that trajectory.
When I was in SoCal, like I met a few people, like my cousin-in-law's friends. I met some of them, and then like some of them they mainly they met through dating apps, and then like I could tell like they don't have the right social
skills.
They have social skills, yeah, because they're mainly talking through the app nowadays. So
yeah, have you guys
they need their social skills.
Yeah, you guys ever like meet someone online and then they seem cool through text, but then once you jump to voice, they get all meek and they're like, "Yeah, hello, it's me, Steve. It's nice to talk to you, man." And then like they don't really say anything. So and you try to like talk to them, they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, a little bit.
Whether it's like you meet them through the internet or you know them from like a friend or something through social media or Discord or whatever.
Yeah, rough.
Yeah, I haven't really experienced that in person, mostly because of the pandemic. But I have like going back to our previous conversation about like spam calls or picking up phone calls from actual people. I have noticed like the past couple of days, a lot of people that do call me are kind of like stuttery a little bit, or they like you know that thing when you're saying goodbye to someone, and then, or let's say this example, you're at a restaurant, your waiter gives you your food, and then they say enjoy your meal, and then you say thanks, you too, and then you just face palm. For me, it happened in reverse. It's like I would say something, it's like, yeah, you have a good one, and then they would mess up and they would say like along the lines of like that exact same like thanks, you too, and then I could just hear them face palming at their own mistake, and I just imagine myself like, yes, I know in a couple years from now they're gonna wake up in the middle of the night and just remember this and start be super embarrassed. So I've noticed that too, like not just like with people in real life, but even like the people that call me random numbers.
I mean, I'm also prone to slipping up like that. Like sometimes I say like one thing, but then my mind changes. I'm like, no, I'm gonna say this instead. But instead of saying the second thing, I just combine them together.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that, quite a bit.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot as well. I think I've gotten a little bit better at it, but definitely not completely eliminate it. But I think I definitely gotten better at it. I think a combination is like, with this podcast we've been doing like every week. It's been like 32 episodes. Mm-hmm. That's like it's been almost like a year since we've been doing this. We started like in the summer.
I think in July of last year.
So in a couple months, it would have been almost a year since we started this. But I get the vibe that I've definitely gotten better at speaking.
Yeah, this episode beside. I think we've been getting better at this overall throughout the last 31 episodes. This one's been kind of more of a mess than the others, but
it has been a mess.
How dare you?
Look, all right, you threw me off when you randomly joined, and then Kenny joined, and then it's just like this is a cluster.
Everyone just said fucking join.
I mean, granted, it's not like you have anything better to talk about, Paul. So
that is true. That is true.
Actually, sometimes we do start with like no topic, and we just kind of we do pretty good. Like I think it was like a recent 3-man podcast we did was pretty good.
Yeah,
it's just that like
one of those days.
Yeah, when there's like a sudden like person jumping in, like it throws off the tempo because like you lose like the train of thought that you guys are all on at the moment.
Honestly, I wasn't really gonna join, and then because when I replied to your message, like you guys had already started streaming, so I was like, oh, all right. And then the title said 3-man podcast, and then when I saw Ron in here, and then I was like, wait, what? When did that happen? Because originally I was gonna join via the chat, to a Twitch chat. But then I saw Ron in, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just pop in too.
Yeah, here we are. Hey, chat. We promised you we'd bring in 5 people for this week, and we did. All right, not all at once. Well, I mean, I think a few weeks ago I said something like, "Oh, we'll have 2 episodes today, 2 people today. Next week we'll get 3, and then 4, and then we'll get 5."
Oh, you know what's fucked up? The title of this and on the Twitch is a 3-man podcast.
Oh no, we're liars. We're dirty liars.
False advertised.
We just clickbaited them.
Oh no.
Debated.
Yeah. But then they see the 5 and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh
like,
shit!"
what the fuck?
We definitely getting sued. I don't know by who, but we getting sued by someone.
Yo, what's up with our fucking things though? How come we haven't gotten a single sponsor yet, man?
I think our streak ends here though, because if next week we do this, I mean that's the debate one, but if we do like another podcast, it's gonna be a little hard to get Jeffrey back into this.
Yeah, it's because we can't find the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, you find them in your area.
We found for Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good now because of since I'm living with my buddy. He has Wi-Fi, so I'm all Gucci.
Gotcha. Hey, same bat time, same bat channel. All right, every Wednesday.
All right.
Every Wednesday.
Maybe not on the Monday's the 5th, the 7th. Not on the 7th, just because I have an inspection on the 7th.
Gotcha. Well, next week we're doing a debate one, so if you want to show up for that, you don't.
Are we
doing
doing a debate for argument's sake?
No, we're not, Paul.
I wouldn't mind.
That would mean it's a 2v1 against Jim next week.
I'll play devil's advocate.
No, I'm the neutral person. I'd be like, no, Your Honor. Paul's not right.
Yep, everything he says is wrong.
Yeah, I'm just is it called the bailiff? The security?
What is the debate about going to be? Is it more politics again?
Yeah.
Some of our viewers going to start rolling their eyes like, oh damn, it's another one.
What do you mean? They barely hear about politics. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because like it's like my personal bias, but I feel as though we do it quite a bit.
We've only done 3 or 4 out of like 32. All right. Mathematically, it's a very small portion of what we do. What we talk about.
Percentage. All right.
We talk about porn like way more often.
90% of the time it's porn, and
it ends up being porn or hentai somehow. Yeah.
Yep.
You sickening fucks.
Or something really fucking degenerate.
I mean, it makes sense. We are called the Nincompoops, so something degenerate makes sense. It just seems like talking about politics is more hoity-toity than some people would expect. But you know what? 4 out of 32, you guys are right. It is a small percentage.
Yeah, it's like a slice of pizza. All right, out of the whole pizza box.
They just ate a slice.
And the rest of the pizza is porn. All right.
Some good sauce right there.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
You tell me the sauce for the good. Stuff.
The one with the good animation, the one with the spider lady.
I found that one.
So Ron, the next time you're on, where we're not doing the debate, you want to do a hentai episode? I think you have the most knowledge. Maybe you want to bestow on.
Sure, I haven't been to Hentai Haven in a bit, but I'm usually still reading.
They're not closed down. I remember like
they shut down.
It's all about H anime.
Yeah, it's all about H anime.
See, like these two would know. All right, these two are fucking.
No, I usually read because it's easier to read because of I don't have the greatest signal, so.
I mean, yeah, you can talk about that too. It doesn't have to be just animated. It can just be drawn.
I keep forgetting to keep sending Dean shit, but
yeah,
just think about just
digits, bro.
Just for the episode, bring your best sauce, bro. All the best sauce.
Bring.
Oh, I'm gonna bring that sauce that reminds me of Dean.
No.
All right, it won't be on Twitch, but if you guys follow our Pornhub channel at pornhub.com/Pornhub
channel.
Bro,
you can check our live stream there, right? For that episode.
Yo, we should do a Pornhub fucking podcast. And Pornhub. And see how much views we get compared to our fucking thing.
Hey, Keanu!
That'd be fucking lit.
It'd be like the long version of those like.
What if they're like
some Pornhub videos?
What if they're like? Because you know how they're like
Just
big on
leave it here. You
verification
don't have
now.
to-
Yeah.
You don't put it in for now.
What if they're like, okay, you know, we can't just
They're
accept
privy.
any account as a porn account. So we need porn content for you to be verified. And then one of us is gonna have to suck it up, and you know.
Why do we have to suck it up? Why couldn't we just like post a random video?
You want us all just like beat off in front of the camera?
No, I mean no. Post a random video from someone else.
Bro, we could
There's
do a
like-
hentai review night, and I think that would like
Perfect.
I think that'll count.
Yeah, that would count. That'd count.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
You just
I'll-
But the funnier option would be to have like one of us beat off.
We're very ready to prostitute.
We just
I don't
draw, never draw to short straw.
I don't like this anymore.
I don't want to be here.
It'll just be like hentai night all over again.
Yeah, you can hear me and Paul say USA, USA, USA.
I never felt more patriotic than I did that night.
Even though it was like all Japanese content.
It was all Japanese.
Yeah, get that.
But I felt closer with my fellow Americans in that room.
Yeah, you know, who knew hentai could just unite one country like that?
You know what? This is why when people say like, you know what, how to end war? Boobs. All right. That's the route towards peace. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, show me your boobs, Paul.
All right. Later.
If you want to see Paul's boobs, check us out at pornhub.com. Right?
Yes.
Paul Ook.
All right. I think we'll end it there. It's been a good like hour.
All right.
Hour or so. Hour and 10.
That's good.
Yes.
'Cause
This
I'm
entire
actually,
cluster
like-
this is
Yeah,
podcast.
I'm actually like moving in right now. Like
Ah.
I'm moving
okay.
shit.
All right. If
All
you got today's episode, which I'm pretty sure you shouldn't have enjoyed it, but enjoyed
Wow,
it.
you should have enjoyed it. Me and Kenny are here.
Yep.
That is true, but we're missing the last piece of the puzzle, Mr.
Last piece of the poo.
He's lost in the
All right.
lost in the shadow realm.
Listen here. If you want to bring Jeffrey back for another episode, gotta let us know, man. Drop in the comments, Jeffrey back or we riot. All right. Let him know he feels incentivized to come back. Okay.
Yeah.
And also subscribe to our Pornhub account on Pornhub. Okay.
It's Paul Ook XX watermelon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And yeah, just check us up on Twitch. The link in the description is in the description below on YouTube. Same thing for the YouTube. You want to watch the other episodes 1 through 31, and this one's gonna be uploaded on that too soon. The description is below, and yeah, leave comments, reacting to our stuff if you want. And yeah, that's about it. You guys had a good time.
All right.
Thank you. Have a beautiful time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'll see you guys later. I'm help move my stuff real quick.